Let's go straight to CNN's Jim Sciutto. He is at Independence Hall, where we just heard from the Pope. And Jim, the most applause came before that standing ovation he got at the end. The most applause came the 2 times he went off script.
Let me tell you, Poppy, what more can I say? You had the Pope, the leader of the Catholic Church, standing in front of Independence Hall here, where the Declaration of Independence was signed with those iconic words, all men are created equal, standing before the podium that Abraham Lincoln delivered the Gettysburg Address in the decisive battle of the Civil War that ended slavery. And you had him standing here in this location, this historic place, a man conscious, ever conscious of the power of symbolism. He repeated those lines, of course, updated them, all men and women are created equal, and he urged America, he emphasized that those values only live if they are reaffirmed over time. He started the speech talking about religious freedom. That's what the Archbishop of Philadelphia asked him to do, but it was when he turned, as you said, Poppy, to the issue of immigration and globalization that he went off script, that his energy jumped, and I'll tell you, the energy in the crowd here jumped as well and responded with applause and cheers, and you could feel the energy when he repeated lines like, "Do not be ashamed of your differences, do not be ashamed of your culture, be aware of the contributions you are making to this country." Think of the current political context here where you have some politicians speaking a very contrary message to that, how this crowd of 50,000 people, many of them Latinos, many of them immigrants, responded to that. I'll tell you, they jumped. You could feel the wave of energy rising, and I saw the Pope's energy rising as well as he went off script, almost pounding that podium with that message. What better place to deliver that message? Really an unforgettable moment. I'll just add one more thing. Rosa talks about being in the presence of the Pope when he gives a blessing. At the end here, again off script, he said the Our Father prayer. Everybody joined in. I'll admit I'm a Catholic. I joined in as well. And then he gave a blessing to the crowd. And I felt it. You know, I can only add personally that I felt that as a special moment. To listen to what I think, and echoing Chris, will be historic words in terms of their effect here, but also to have that spiritual power as well. It was special. Wouldn't want to be any other place in the world than in this spot as we were today, listening to the Pope.